Art Shack's always been an inclusive community, so we have a range of different people, all ages. Everyone just seems to slot in brilliantly together and gel really well. The artists here really do push people out of their comfort zones almost with their art, so they can progress quite quickly. So obviously, being a full-time mum, it can be quite stressful at times to 3 young boys, 2 of whom are teenagers. The other one's a toddler, so it's quite full on for me. So when I come into Art Shack, it's a really nice opportunity for me to unwind, socialise with other adults as well. You get more, adult conversation in here, and everyone's just really lovely. It's a community, it's like a family. People who come in are new, they find they just feel completely relaxed as soon as they walk through the door. I would thoroughly recommend Art Shack to anybody who is looking on growing their art techniques, just wanting to get out to socialise, who might feel a bit lonely at home, who want to try something new, maybe. Obviously we do belly dance and qigong class as well, so to those people who would like to come and have some gentle exercise, we really do promote well-being, and we're a really inclusive community, so I would recommend anybody who would want to try something new to come out to Art Shack and see what we're about.
Agent Cash, you were sent to take care of the union leader. Care to explain why our target's still breathing?
Unforeseen circumstances, ma'am. The union leader, he ducked.
Ducked?
Yes, ma'am. He has sudden urge to tie his shoelaces, I suppose.
Never mind. You've screwed it up. Again. And now I have no other option but to consider you a rogue agent.
So, let me get this clear. I'm cleaning up Cash's mess.
You know the drill, Johnson. Take him out. Discreetly.
Right, nothing screams discreet like a failed assassination and a rogue agent. Time to play janitor, I suppose.
I don't know what you've been told, but time is running out, no need to take it slow. I'm stepping to you toe to toe. I should be scared, honey, maybe so, but I ain't worried about it right now. Keeping dreams alive, 1999 heroes. I ain't worried about it right now. Swimming in the floods, dancing on the clouds. I ain't worried about it.
I went to see my wife once with my kids, and they were in the car park, and I could see them sitting in the car waiting on me. And I walked across to the car, and they didn't even know who I was to open my voice. As far as they were concerned, I was just a black coal miner. They hadn't got a clue.
In the 1970s, the coal mining industry was huge. My granddad was one of the 300,000 people who worked down the mines, and I spoke to him to find out more about his experiences.
We were cutting 8 foot of coal, so you were working in 8 foot high coal seam. The lowest coal seam I was in was about 3 foot high. So you're basically working on your belly all day. You sweated that much because it was that hot. All you had on was a pair of shorts.
Can you
Wet,
go into more details?
damp, loud, noisy, cold.
Did you wear like headphones or like ear defenders?
No, they didn't have them there in those days when I was there. You had a lamp on your head. You also had a thing called a self-rescuer, which is pretty heavy. And you carried that with you all the time. And then you put a mouthpiece in, which is a rubber mouthpiece, and it was like a boxer's gum shield.
Was it?
That you used to bite onto, so that would seal your mouth completely around the mouthpiece. And then the nozzle thing stopped you breathing through your nose, so you'd breathe through your mouth, which was breathing through this small machine, which was quite heavy, and it was on your head like what you'd think like a gas mask back in the war. That used to be a lifesaver to get you out of the pit if there was an explosion, or if there was methane gas, or if there was black damp. That would get you to an area that would have fresh air, or it would get you to virtually get you up the pit, back up the pit. Oh, I've been injured a few times, broken ribs, broken nose. I don't know how many stitches I've had. I must have had about 20 stitches in different parts of my body. I've got a piece of steel still in my arm, in my right arm. Well, a broken toe, I forgot about that, a broken toe. Can't remember, cuts, that many cuts and bruises. It was an everyday occurrence, because a lot of miners used to get what they call I can't say the word correctly, buccomonocosis. It's like a cancer, but it doesn't develop the same as a cancer. It just settles on the lungs and it's dust. It's like when you hear about people getting asbestosis, which is asbestos on the lungs. Same thing, same type of thing. But just eventually we get to your lungs. Some miners it didn't affect, some miners it did affect. There's a lot of humour in the coal board, a lot of humour, because you had to have, if you didn't have humour you'd probably go mad. I mean, the language was just it was language every second word. There was no please or thank you. You say to pass me this or pass me that. There's a humour in the comradeship that kept you going, because although you could meet somebody in the pub or meet him in the street, and you might not like a guy, you might just couldn't get on with the guy, but when you worked down the pit and he was working next to you, he was your life saviour. If a roof come in or anything like that, you knew he was the guy that was going to pull you out the road.
I have my mask on. You're safe. I have my mask off. You're not. Watching. Willing. Waiting. 80 years I had no visitors. Locked away in my mind. Do I still have it?
A couple of people that come here say that they feel something unnerving.
I stare into your eyes, you're safe. You stare into mine, you're not. Watching. Will you be the second to swing from these hallowed walls? Be strung up from the beams like a puppet in a show?
I've seen a couple odd things around the pub. The jukebox turns on by itself, and a couple things go missing now and then.
You grin at me. You're safe. I grin at you. You're not. Waiting. Are you happy with war? What you have done? What didn't you do? Just another casualty, another scratch on the wall.
3 people have committed suicide. There was a coachman that hung himself, a World War I soldier which shot himself, and a lady that threw herself out of a window, all after seeing the painting.
You wink at me. You're safe. I wink at you. You're not willing. Slide open the wall and climb in. Mind the step, or you may find yourself climbing out. I've been watching you. Have you been watching me? I have been waiting for so long. Are you willing to join me? Or are you going to shut me back into the wall?
Remnant 2 is a third-person shooter that is often described as Dark Souls with guns.
It most certainly fits.
Remnant 2 has 3 main worlds, Netherroomed, Yesha and Loathsome, that each have 2 stories that can be generated in the player's playthrough, with mini-bosses that you fight to progress through the map, as well as being strategically generated from a selection of bosses. The locations on the maps also aren't guaranteed to spawn in the same locations as they were in other playthroughs. The enemy types range from literal gods to Hell's version of Tetris, London peasants and corrupted fairies. Their actual name is Fae, but I'm hyperbolizing so you get the point. Only 3 of the bosses are guaranteed: the starting boss, the Labyrinth Sentinel, and Annihilation. And the first boss just becomes an elite enemy in Final World. So yeah, I hope you remember the dodge timings, because you'll be seeing it a bunch. The Labyrinth Sentinel is easy, and you know what to do, and don't panic in a way that you accidentally run into death. The Annihilation. The endgame boss that will severely kick your ass the first time you fight him. When you fight it. And the second time. And probably the 8th time as well. And that's just the first phase. Yes, it has a goddamn second phase. At first you may struggle dodging its attacks, but you notice you also do a good chunk of damage to it. Second phase? No. That damage you were doing? No, nothing. Absolutely nothing. And the realization of how much health it has sinks in. This boss is the definition of an endurance test. It goes for so long, which is good. Good. I don't want the big bad of the game to just keel over and die for me, but holy hell. Oh, and did I mention it can glitch back and forth between its phases? Yeah, it can do that, throwing off your dodge timings or hitting you with something you weren't expecting. Luckily, after the first time it does it, it's going to be the last attack it glitched from, so you either have to react to it when it glitches back, or remember it, and remember when to dodge. It's insane. In both ways. It's amazingly dramatic, it takes a lot of skill, and the music is perfect. The bad thing is there's so much on screen, you will have no idea what's happening when you first do it. When you finally kill it, there's a brief cutscene where you're into the third phase. If you die now, you have to do it all over again. I think. I've never died here, but where a bunch of the dog-like group from the start of the game will swarm you, similar to when you first meet Clementine. And all you have to do is not die for a short time. That's it. But after what you just went through, it does not feel like a short amount of time. I know I just said Annihilation would kick your ass and all, but on a second playthrough with a different archetype combo, I was only using Hunter. In my first playthrough, I beat its second phase, first try, in under 5 minutes. Like, what? I didn't think my build was that good, but damn. Having a good build will severely help. I wasn't even max level on my main archetype and all. It was all to do with the traits, benefits, and buffs from rings and amulets. Like, I'm not even kidding. The build I have on this one feels more busted in comparison to my main one.
Welcome to my story, a journey that begins in the heart of Eastern Europe. In a country rich with history, culture, and beauty. Romania. My name is Anton, and this is my story. In a country rich with history, culture, and beauty. My life in Romania was, from what I remember, quite interesting. I grew up around a loving family, and many of my childhood friends who I went to school with. I lived in Romania and studied there until I was around 8 years old. After that, my family made a very life-changing decision to travel in the UK and live there, to which I was quite happy about. When I was 9 years old, I started going to primary school and was put in year 4. I remember my first day being very excited and nervous at the same time. It was a whole new experience to me. The language barrier was very tough to overcome. I had to study, read and write in order to understand basic English phrases. After 1 year of hard work with help from teachers and reading books, I managed to grow my English to a good standard. I made lots of good friends and loved every step of the way. Then in year 6, I did my SATs and made it into secondary school, where I once again worked hard and studied to further perfect my English. Secondary school was very hard at the beginning because I had to make new friends and adjust to the different timetables that we got given each year. However, I believe time did fly really quickly, and over time I ended up in year 11 and was ready to apply for college. I had made lots of good friends over the years. I even made a best friend. Not long after that, college came round, and I decided I wanted to become an English teacher. So I started out as an assistant teacher working for free and also attending college as well. And at the end of the year, I had gained the experience needed to carry on to a level 3 teaching assistant. However, I had changed my mind as I wasn't truly sure what I really wanted to do. Then I applied for a level 3 B.Tech in creative media, moving image, and stuck to that, and here we are in my second year, which is reaching the end. I'm getting ready to go to university in Stoke-on-Trent region. I believe that going to university will help me grow more as a person and also make my family happy. My name is Anton, and this was my story.
Maya, Ziggy, Sammy, Bella, Penny,
Arlo,
Well, that was awful.
Sorry I'm late. You okay? Just another day, innit? Parents arguing. Just sick of the noise, really.
You getting on well with this?
Yeah, it's alright. I'm just bored. Want to go play football. Got training later, so that's alright, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Cam! Hey Cam! You right, lads?
So, did you actually get much done today?
I got a little bit done, but not that much. I'm about like halfway through. What about you?
I got a bit done. It's just boring. Same thing over and over again. It's not getting any better. When I get home, my parents are just arguing. I just go out and play footy.
Ah, fair enough. You watching the game tonight?
Yeah, big game innit. We should hopefully win this one. What about you, Jaden?
I'm sorry I can't. I'm at Libby's tonight.
Oh, of course you are, mate. When are you not?
Mate, you've been at hers for the last 3 matches. Just come out for this one.
Oh, fine. Come to this one.
Oh, finally. Come on, let's go play football.
Shadows all around, no one there to reach out, no voices to be found. Thoughts a heavy burden, heartache fills the air. Loneliness consumes me in this empty room. I stare.
We talk about community a lot on the marketing, on the publicity. We talk about community, but really it's a family. When we set off 13 years ago, I guess the aim that keeps me going is that no one will ever feel what Shell, Helen and I did on that playground 13 years ago. 3 very special little boys. 3 years in one class, and there was a birthday party, and our 3 boys were the only people, the only 3 kids in 2 classes not to get invited.
It means a lot because when Scott was diagnosed with autism, we were really lost. We didn't really know what direction to follow at all. We always felt like we couldn't take him anywhere because he wouldn't fit anywhere, because it was different. And then when we found empathy, it was kind of like we found a place where he belongs.
I struggled with talking to people and stage fright.
It has helped me develop my social skills, as before working with empathy I couldn't talk to people who I didn't feel comfortable with, and since working there I've been able to talk to a whole variety of children as well as people my own age.
It's been a constant in my life since I was 3 years old.
Definitely giving them the opportunity to be who they are. You don't have to hide from that. You don't have to mask from that, because everybody's the same. Different variations, but yeah, they don't have to They don't have to hide. It gives them the opportunity to be who they are. And they're encouraged. They're encouraged to be a bit silly if they want to be a bit silly. It brings out the best of them.
Soft and blue. My boots were treading of a broken Jew. My hand is in my pocket and my fingers on steel. My thumbs curled up behind the steering wheel. The road is long to the southwest coast. Gotta turn your soul into a ghost. I can't take this anymore. I'm gonna cut you down 'cause you made me sore. I'm coming after you. You ain't got a clue. Revenge is sweet, but I still feel blue. 12 hours time into a bar I walk. To the bartender I begin to talk. I see a fanny picture hanging on the wall, and I ask that tender to give you a call. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. You ain't got a clue. Revenge is sweet, but I still feel blue. Grab that gun. I've never seen a turn so fast and run. I'm off that stool and begin the chase. I caught you in the fact, shot you in the face. I'm never gonna be the same. And again, caught me about 10:30. Coming after you, you ain't got a clue. Revenge is sweet, but I still feel blue. They uttered that it was a beast, but if I had my chance on your brains I'd feast. On that then night I gave my soul to hell. Now my carcasses are hanging in a Broadmoor cell. The jury they uttered that it was a beast, but if I had my chance on your brains I'd feast. Now my broken body's swinging as my face turns blue, and the last thing I think of is coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. You ain't got a clue. Revenge is sweet, but I still feel blue.
In other news, a time travel related incident has occurred this morning with the suspect yet to be identified. Although full details have yet to be confirmed, it's understood the suspect used a time travelling clock to go back and make themselves rich. This comes a month after the last time travel attack that nearly destroyed life as we know it, when Alfred Welch met his past self after finding a similar device to our new suspect. More news to come on this growing story. After the last time travel attack that nearly destroyed life as we know it.
So I joined Art Shack a few months ago, and one of the reasons was because I'd been working in a studio on my own, and it was lonely, and I wanted to be around other people who kind of get what it's like to be an artist, who get what it's like to have this kind of need to be creative. And as soon as I walked in, it was like I'd arrived with my tribe, you know. It just felt so friendly. Everyone was encouraging. You could see a whole range of activities going on, covering so many different techniques that you wouldn't even have to do anything yourself. You could just sit there and watch, and you would learn so much just by soaking up the kind of atmosphere and the activities that were going on. But then other things that really appealed to me about Art Shack is that you've got all the materials here, so you can experiment. So you can just decide one day that you want to have a go at something completely different. And there's always someone here, whether it's Maggie or Jacob or Lindsay or Miriam, Audrey, loads of people who just have all these different techniques, and they're there ready to just help you experiment and to encourage you and to make suggestions. So I would say in 3 months I've learned more artistic and creative techniques than I'd learned in 3 years previously. And then the whole kind of ethos of Art Shack really appeals to me as well, because it's about encouragement. It's about recognising that everybody has the capacity to create, everybody has the capacity to learn, and there's a real sort of sense of abundance. There's a real kind of mentality that the more we share with each other, the more we help each other, everybody benefits. So there's no kind of like criticism, there's no kind of talking behind people's backs. It's very much kind of a community of learning, and that's why it's just such a brilliant place to come and develop, whatever stage you're at, whatever level you're at. So I'm so delighted that I found it on a Google search. I was just looking for classes, and yeah, it's made a bigger difference than anything I think I've done since my degree, which wasn't in visual arts anyway, which was probably 45 years ago, something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, Art Shack, brilliant.
I'm 74 now. Both my parents had heart trouble, so probably before the Parkinson's gets me bad, I'd probably have died of a heart attack or any other old age symptoms, if you like. First symptoms, whenever I carried any heavy weights, like any shopping or anything like that, for the first half hour, 3/4 of an hour after carrying it, I noticed a tremor in my right arm but not my left. It lasts for half hour, 3/4 of an hour, but that was it. I just put it down to nerve damage. I'd had the tremor for about a year before I went to the GP. GP actually thought, same as me, it was nerve damage from motorcycle and sports injuries. Sent me for a referral to Queen Square, National Neurological Hospital. Saw a consultant there, we ended up having an MRI, and it turned out that I had Parkinson's. I was diagnosed on the 17th of March 2017. Since the diagnosis, I've lost sense of smell. I occasionally lose my balance. My memory is still good, but if I'm asked to do two things, I have to think what was the second one. I'm on Cocordopa, which is dopamine replacement. I take 10 tablets a day over 4 doses. I don't drive anymore. I was a lorry driver. I've been into classic cars, hot rods, etc., etc. So giving up driving was a major thing for me. The other thing is I enjoy making model kits, and because of the tremor, I can't do that. Don't let it get to you. I don't take the mickey out of it, but my ringtone on my phone is Jerry Lee Lewis, whole lot of shaking going on. And it's just something I've got. I'd rather not have it, but I'd rather have that than cancer, motor neurone, dementia, Alzheimer's, COPD, all the other diseases out there. So no, I'll take Parkinson's if I've got to have any of them.
gods are punishing us.
On the 1st of July 1989, we took over as the stray dog pound for Telford, beginning of the end as far as life was concerned, because it was dog after dog after dog. And then, I don't know, probably sometime in the 2000s, we added Shropshire to it. So we now take the stray dogs for more or less the whole of Shropshire. I think it's special insofar as we throw our doors open to anybody to come and have a look round, to come and walk the dogs if they want. We have groups of children with special needs, we have groups of adults with special learning difficulties, we have people like the Head Start, head injury people. We like the whole place to be part of the community and nothing to be hidden away. They come, and when they come, they see us as we are. If we're busy, we're busy. If we haven't finished cleaning, well, we haven't finished cleaning. They take us as we are. My husband and I moved up here in 1974. We bought a kennels because we had dogs of our own. We used to show and breed Dobermans. Prior to coming up here, we'd got involved with Doberman Rescue. Because we got so much fun out of our own Dobermans, we decided to give a bit back by getting involved with Doberman Rescue. So when we came up here, we brought Doberman Rescue basically to the Midlands. Our plan always is to find homes for them, keep them here until we've got a home. We've got a non-destruction policy other than a dog that is downright dangerous, particularly to the staff. But that is very, very few dogs if you give them enough time. It means everything to me because I've put my life's work into it. We've had lots of really amazing times. We've had some sad times. We've had some times where we felt really proud of what we've done. We've had times when I've wanted to kill people. It's just what I chose to do. I love animals, particularly dogs. I'm lucky in that we have plenty of space. I can afford to have other things. I always say, whereas other women go and buy handbags and shoes, I buy chickens and cage birds, and that's just who I am.
Make the first step. It could be just a phone call and it could be anonymous. You don't have to say who you are. The most important thing is that you talk to someone.
Issues hit you and turn up when you're least expecting it. You very much feel like you're alone and you are the only person that's experiencing that. And you ask for help. It's there, it's here, and once you ask, that's the first step.
Never ever be quiet with it. It's too important, mental health. Speak up, get the help you need when you need the help, and you will live a far better and more fulfilling life with that right support.
For us, if you can pick up the phone and have that first conversation, usually that's our first step to hopefully finding some support, or at least finding the support.
If it's a crisis to you, it's a crisis. So just ring in, talk to somebody. You can access the sanctuary if you need to, Karma cafes. Just put it out there, just get in contact, because we can't help you unless you get in contact.
Scene 10, slate 425, take 2.
Hiya, thank you for calling Henry House Care Home. Izzy speaking, how can I help? Whoa, wait, hang on, no, that's not right. Can we start again? Hi, Orla Jones speaking. Sorry, I've just spent so long playing Izzy that I guess it's second nature now. Wow, 2.5 years of being Izzy Orchard and we finally finished. That's flown by. There's been lots of ups and downs, people coming and going, but we've made it last. We've spent so much time together, so many long days on set and bonded over our passions that in that time, we've made a family. Now, on to the actual topic, community. What is community? Well, the definition of community is a group of people with similar interests, thoughts, views, or location. So we asked around all the cast and crew and they agreed that all of us here at Henry House are definitely a community. They also told us that Rocking Horse Media is an inclusive, supportive place that has lots of energy and is very welcoming to everyone that walks through our doors. We love everyone here so much, and every single person is so hardworking, and we wouldn't have got it done without them. But there's lots of stuff behind the scenes that nobody sees, and that's what this video is all about. We wanted to show you the amazing bonds on and off camera, and the amazing team behind the final product that you won't see for a little while yet. But this will show you everything we do. Some days are really long and tiring. Sometimes we just wish we were back in bed, but despite it all, we work hard and power through, as we know that every hour of sleep we have missed whilst filming will make the final project all the more worth it in the end. And we can't forget to mention the director's favourite line that we're all about sick of hearing, but we will miss the most.
Okay, one more for safety, please.
We're a group of people that all dreamed of one thing, this pilot one day being a series. As we're all now starting to go on to other projects, we all still cross our fingers and hope that one day we can say that we were the ones there from the start of that series. After all, the first episode can really make a difference. All of this wouldn't have been possible without not only the people in front and behind the camera making sure everything looks perfect, but also those people who donated to the project. Some when we didn't even know if we would be able to film again. When you have grown as close to the people on set as some of us have, the goodbyes are too sad to say. So we say, see you soon, because life has a way of bringing people back together. Well, I best be off back to Izzy's desk. That damn phone is ringing again. But I will leave you with this.
That's a wrap!
Welcome back, friends. We are so happy to see you once again.
Yes, we are. And last episode was about colonisation. Wait, why did you bleep that?
That's weird.
Oh, well, this episode is going to be about community. So, Sammy, what does community mean to you?
I know, my eye's actually... Ah! Ow!
Oh my God.
Oh, my head! Ow, that really hurt.
Sammy?
Yeah, I think I'm okay. I just think I have a little bit of a concussion.
Oh, right, okay. Moving on swiftly.
Aye, I almost forgot about the surprise.
Oh, what surprise, Sammy? You know I like surprises.
You know, the one where I hire musicians, they start singing and stuff like that.
Oh, well, it's no longer a surprise now, is it?
Yeah, no, it isn't. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Enough. What kind of show do you think this is, huh?
Okay, you could have said nicely that you don't want to hear it. Okay.
Right, now that they're gone, let's get started.
What are these?
Here are some examples of community. Now, Sammy, what is the meaning of community?
Call me one of those, call me a,
You got it.
Damn. Oh.
You get
A goldfish. Call me a goldfish, because I don't remember.
Oh, that's all, Sammy. Now, let's ask the viewers. Do you know what the meaning of community is? Those are some very good answers.
Well done.
Good job, boys and girls.
Yay!
Communities share a common goal, whether that means a goal to better a planet or a goal to become better people. We all need goals in life to keep improving ourselves, to be the best version of us. Isn't that right, Sammy?
Absolutely!
Your community could be your family. It could be your neighbours, it could be your friends, it could even be the people you walk to school with. Community can be whatever you want it to be, as long as it's a safe space for everyone to explore their own identities.
That sounds quite good, yeah.
What did we learn from this lesson today? We want to hear it from you.
Are you talking to me or...?
No, I was talking to the viewers.
Right, okay.
I think the show is finished now anyway, Sammy, don't worry about it.
Okay. Bye-bye!
Bye!
Derek Anderson here, Ghost Hunter Extraordinaire. Today we're in this very haunted studio. Things here are just seeming to cling on to life. I'm a bit giddy because this is like potentially the most haunted place I've ever been to. So you see me stumbling on my way, it's just how excited I am. Come over me, come over me. Look, the lights are somehow clinging on to life, much like the spirit here. It is some potentially malevolent entity. I got a very unique feeling. It seems to have shape-shifting capabilities as well as... I have no idea, just the reports seem all over the place. Dr. Les, it's just... we stick to life, don't you think? It's just... Huh. It wants us to go in. Come on. There are things in this world we'll never truly understand. I'm sorry. Hey guys, day 2. I haven't slept. I didn't really get chances. As you can see, this creature, this thing. I'm not sure what it is. It might be human. I'm still a bit iffy about that. It definitely looks like human though. I think I saw it in the corner of my eye. Like, there's some dark stuff going on here, man. We're gonna find out what it is. Okay? Don't worry.
Don't go ghost hunting, you might see some stuff. I've seen things, okay? It's kind of, I think I got a bit of PTSD. I can't go to the classroom anymore without thinking like I'm gonna see myself again. It's weird, man. Ghost hunting, it's strange, it's not nice. Don't do it.